Temple Grandin changed the face of autism. Born in 1947, autism at the time was a very rare condition. She was diagnosed at 3 in 1950. It was very common for the doctors to suggest for the children to be institutionalized. Her parents did not have that. Both of Temple's parents were educated and came from privileged backgrounds. Temple's mother was ahead of her time. She developed a very structured daily routine for her. She spent several hours playing turn-taking board games with her and her sister and instructed the nannies to do the same. Today, behavior therapy is very similar of what Temple's mother had of her instincts to follow way back when. Temple attended many private schools. She was born and raised in Massachusetts. And as a teenager, she spent summers in Arizona on her aunt's cattle ranch. In 1970, she earned a bachelor's degree in human psychology at the Franklin Pierce College in New Hampshire. In 1975, she earned a master's degree in animal science at Arizona State University. In 1989, she earned a PhD in animal science from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Currently, Temple Grandin is a professor of animal science at Colorado State University. In 2010, Dr. Temple Grandin did a TED Talk, and HBO did a movie about her life. It followed her through her college years. She is a New York Times bestselling author, an inventor, and she travels the world advocating for autism. In March of 2023, the New York Times published an article, Autism in American Children Rose Between the Years of 2018 and 2020. A study released by the Centers of Disease Control Prevention listed 1 in 36 8-year-olds in 2020 had autism. Excuse me. In 2018, that number was 1 in 44. Other factors such as autism no longer being a rare condition, increased awareness and screenings clearly can contribute to those numbers. Another fact from the same study showed the increase in Black, Hispanic, Asian, or Pacific Islanders children. Until this study, it was more common for white children to have the condition. In 2023, in April, the New York Times listed a study from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention that in 2012, boys were 4.7 times more likely to have autism than girls. The ratio dipped in 2018 of 4.2 boys to 1 girl. Currently, more adult women are being diagnosed, raising the question, how many girls were missed or misdiagnosed in their youth? The Slate published an article in May of 2013. Dr. Grandin mentions, although she had done extensive writings about autism, she hasn't written about the autism diagnosis and how that is reached. Unlike meningitis, lung cancer, strep throat, autism can't be diagnosed in a laboratory, though researchers are trying to develop methods to do so. Instead, as many psychiatric syndromes such as depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, autism is identified by observations and evaluations of behaviors. These observations and evaluations are subjective, and the behaviors vary from person to person. Therefore, the diagnosis can be confusing and it can be very vague. It has changed over the years, and of course, it will continue to change. I do want to share 2 items real quick. One is a book that is a series for emerging readers of Who Is, and this is Who Is Temple Grandin. And if you see, the paragraphs are rather small. They're shorter paragraphs, it's a larger print, and it has illustrations. So this is something very nice to share at a young age. And I mentioned the movie. Here's the poster of what that looks like. You can see that on HBO Max is where It's playing currently. And again, it's followed her life through her college years, and it's won many awards as very good actors. And a good takeaway from that movie is that she has a quote, autism is different, not less. Thank you.